Hello, everybody. Hello to Clubhouse Rooms. I'm down here. I think I'm on. Yeah, I'm on. I'm in Instagram as well over here. And of course, to my lovelies in the Facebook communities, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, all those spaces. So I'm Terry James. I'm a mindset coach and digital entrepreneur. And my mission is to help as many people as I possibly can on the planet adopt a healthy, holistic mindset and learn how to earn online and get the support to do it. So, really important topic of conversation today. And I'm sorry, but it looks like it's already choppy down there on Instagram. I'm actually hotspotting off my phone because it's usually a lot better. Any major problems, then just let me know. Cat's trying to get in as well, but he can bloody wait out there. I've had a right day full of it today. Really important. 3 reasons why you're going to fail your New Year's resolutions or your goals in general. And before I implemented, or say wrong word, before I was aware of these 3 things and actually changed these 3 things, then I pretty much never hit any of my goals that I wanted. So today, I've had a really good day. I've had a semi-Christmas day kind of thing. Went and saw my daughter. I've not seen her for months and hadn't been able to see her over the Christmas period because of her own family. Oh, I'm going to have to let that bloody cat in. Bear with me a second. Crazy. You'd believe it's live, would you? Get in here. Come on. Right, you're coming on. Right. So this is Zazzles, and this little monkey doesn't like closed doors. I found him when he was just 4 weeks old in Spain on my hand, and I've kept him. He's now 10, and he absolutely loves his daddy. So say hello. Meow. Meow. Right, let's get on. It's important. So I went and saw my daughter. It's a good over an hour drive. Went to she loves a Toby Carvery, which if anyone knows what that is, if you're outside the UK, it's basically a place where they do cheap roast dinners every single day of the week. We used to go there with Grandad and things like that. So really, really quite cool. And because I want to actually achieve my goals, I didn't have anything to eat. And so there's family members and other people think you're crazy, think you're mad. Oh, go on, just have something, just have a plate of food. And everyone else is filling their plates full of enough food they can get as much value as they can, and they're squeezing it in. And I unfortunately watch children, my 11-year-old daughter, squeezing a plate of food that I would struggle to eat, and have brownies and have ice cream, have all these other things. And you can't really say anything because you're then going to create traumas or mindset things. And I know growing up as a child, that basically I look back now and I think, oh, I wasn't fat, but I woke up with the mindset thinking I was fat. I got bullied for being overweight. There was times when, even as a young adult, I'd have body dysmorphia and I would still see a fat person in the mirror. So that's crazy. So how are we going to get to the bottom of 3 things that every one of us needs and you need so that you can actually achieve your resolutions and goals? Well, and then I'll tell you a little anecdotal stories about different things that have held me back. And I've just got off the back of a 75-day challenge, and I've had to be aware of some of this stuff before I did the challenge because there were so many obstacles and things were going to get into my way, were going to stop me, and they did. And today I was planning to get up, do my last day of yesterday was the last day of the challenge officially, and do my final posting of this is what I've achieved, this is what I've learned, this is where I failed essentially. But I wanted to keep the momentum going, even though I knew this challenge was so hard and that I wasn't going to, and the mindset at the beginning of it is probably wrong, but there was so much other things I wanted to achieve. So anyway, I'm now going to do that tomorrow because environment, number one thing that you need to be aware of, the environment in which you are in. Number 2, accountability. And number 3, community. Really, really important. So the environment today, I wanted to get up, I wanted to do my progress pics, I wanted to then go and see my daughter. No, don't come up here. There's no room for you. If you just jumped on, hi, I'm Terry James, a mindset coach and digital entrepreneur. My pussycat's trying to get involved on the live. I had to already jump off and let him in. So he's coming now. He's coming. He will come. He's an absolute knob. He will come and try and sit on the laptop. What are you doing? Please don't do this to me. It's been a stressful day already. I don't need it. He's coming. He's coming. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to get myself away, and I had like 2 or 3 hours that I could spend with Summer, have a Christmas day with her, do the whole present exchange, have some food, blah blah blah. I was planning on eating, and when I saw how much food was coming and how many other people were in the restaurant, and they were like being really, well, not greedy, but they're getting their fill of it. And I thought, "Do you know what? I'm going to stretch my stomach. I'm then going to not want to do my progress pictures because I'll probably just by having a big meal like that. Come on, Zazzles. So annoying, but love them, right? I was going to then like be over my weight. I'd probably stretch my stomach, so I'd then feel bad. I would have had too much food later in the day, and I just didn't need it. And I thought, you know what? I've got my water. I have a banana, and people thought I was mad. Like going, oh, why aren't you eating? Why aren't you eating? So your environment is super, super important when it comes to this. So this morning I was going to get up, go to the gym, do my progress. Basically, there was people in the house that wasn't going to be here, and they were in the house, and so I didn't end up getting away. So that was number one. Then we went and took the drive and went and saw Summer, and everything was brilliant. But within a couple of hours, I wanted to be heading back because I wanted to do a private live, basically, in the personal freedom movement for the people in there about tomorrow. Is tomorrow basically going to be the first day of your new year? So yesterday was New Year's Day. So people might have been getting with family. People might have been basically booze blues, nursing a hangover. Why not? Or they may have had like another Christmas day, like a family day. Well, of course, it's a Saturday yesterday. So today's a Sunday, and it's a bank holiday tomorrow as well. So the whole time just kind of gets stretched thin, doesn't it? So today being a bit like a Christmas day for me with my daughter. Then tomorrow, I actually haven't seen my nephews and my sister, and all of them I would have spent Christmas with usually, because they had the coronavirus. They had this new cold, this new cold that was coming around. So everyone had to stay away and what have you, and we did our bit. So tomorrow we're having it, and then I'm like, oh, so that means tomorrow we're going to be ordering like takeaway food. We're going to be having like all this crap food around. It's lovely food, don't get me wrong, but crap food from my perspective, because I've been fit, healthy, wanting to not do too much cheat meals, wanting to respect and love my body with nourishing food and beverages. That means like staying away from alcohol, and the environment is so important. So you're not around people that are going to thrust it in your face. So 3 things that are going to keep you accountable to hit your goals and your New Year's resolutions. Environment, the environment you're in. You can set yourself up for the failure or the win. Community. Have you got a community of like minds around you so that that environment can be a little bit better? Because when you do create that environment with the right community, you get accountability. So the 3 major things is you need accountability, you need community, and you got to be aware of your environment. Because with the community, you can plan. You can plan with people to keep yourself accountable. Install some good fear. Install some, what are they called? Within a challenge or whatever, a penalty of some sort. So if someone doesn't do their bit, then, it's going to cost them something that, is fair value. Whether it be monetary wise, if you're doing it with your mates, or whether it's in, like, say, a community of people, it might be that they have to do something else, which is then going to get them out of their comfort zone so they can grow. Because all doing a resolution is taking you towards something, which is probably taking you towards pleasure and moving you away from pain. And that is how we buy stuff. We buy stuff as emotional beings. So how are we going to implement the stuff you want? Well, if you've got the right community and the right accountability, you're actually going to create the environment for yourself to win, to thrive. So with me, a few months ago, I was like, right, basically I was going to do the 75 hard challenge, which is predominantly set up for entrepreneurs. No alcohol, 75 days, 2 workouts, one of them outside, 3 hours apart every day, 10 pages or audiobook essentially every day, and 4.5 litres of water. Brutal, really, really hard. What I also did within that challenge was, at first we started with some accountability, a couple of other people that wanted to do it. That was great. They fell off after 5 days. I think one was 5 days, another was 7 to 10 days. And, oh, sorry, excuses came in. And I carried on pushing through, had some amazing results in my first few weeks. The first week I started, I had a cold. Second week was all right. And then from that onwards up to the 10th week, I basically had long COVID or symptoms of. I went down the naturopath route. I had a couple of days where I had to have days off. Hi, guys. But what I really wanted to install was making sure my good routines, instead of just at the beginning of the challenge, keeping myself accountable, having the environment and community, I'm like, shit, I got to do this on my own. And so no one's going to appreciate what I want to do, like the people when Christmas and stuff saying, oh, just have a drink. Or what's wrong with you? Oh, like I get all the time people saying to me, oh, you look too skinny. And I'm like, it's because you've realized me being unhealthy and fat my whole life. But don't make me feel bad, or I can choose not to. But then it's a trigger, isn't it? It's highlighting something that then bothers me. And I'm like, So the people that are always going to fuck us up is other people, essentially. And other people don't give a fuck about you and what you want to do or what you want to achieve in life. If it doesn't fall in with what they kind of see like is going to work for them, or what they think is best for you, they're not going to encourage you to do it. So environment and the people around you, super, super important. If you've got a community of people that can hold you accountable, that want the same things as you, well, that's half the fucking job done. So, so important. So environment, implementation comes along with that as well, because you're going to be going, I've done my workout, shouting each other out, maybe jumping on lives together, holding each other accountable. You're also going to be able to have a plan and a vision, rather than just going, oh, I want to lose some weight. I'm not going to eat chocolate. Okay, well, what does it look like when you've got to where you want to be? What are you going to have to do? Small steps every single day to take yourself towards that. One of the pussycat, piss off. Oh. Love him, but he drives me mad. So I was super, super clear at the beginning of like 10 weeks ago when I started my 70 hard challenge. One of the first things was I had to go back to doing daily audios and lives myself. I had to actually go back to, I'd fallen out of the routine of having decent hypnosis every single night at bedtime, or at least delta waves, doing reprogramming audios in the morning so that I could, like 10 minutes or so, just have something really positive drip feeding into my subconscious mind, telling me that I believe in myself, that I'm going out there and going to crush it, motivation, inspiration, so that I was primed and ready to go for the day, every day. So I'm live down here in the club rooms. Hello there, everybody. I'm on Instagram and I'm on everywhere else up here in the universe. So I am Terry James, a mindset coach and digital entrepreneur. I am on a mission. I want to take as many people on a journey, many people on the planet that can have basically adopt an holistic, healthy mindset so that you can achieve what you want in your life. Get rid of fear and procrastination. Get rid of the need to actually want to please other people in your life, because they're the ones that fucking hold you back. So I knew I wanted to deliver my content. Oh, it's 2222. We'll throw up the 222s, guys. If it's if you're into numerology and spirituality, we like the twos. We love it. We do. So I wanted to give people the opportunity tonight to basically engage with me and to go down the rabbit hole of, okay, what is it you want to achieve in your New Year's resolutions? Are you going to give up in a week? Or have you even fucking made a plan? Or is it just like, I'm going to try and quit smoking? As somebody that's studied solution-focused hypnotherapy for a long time, practiced it for a long time, and helped a lot of people out with this rapid and transformational way of relaxation and reprogramming to your mind, it's really easy. Oh, hello down there. Thank you very much. Giving you a wave. By using these tools and getting real clear vision around what it is you want to do. So I knew in my vision on the fitness and what have you that I wanted to get back into doing the reprogramming stuff for me. So I was primed and feeling good in my mindset, because whatever you want to achieve in your life, it's always going to start as a thought, and it's going to start with your mindset. And that's the one thing that's going to hold you back. And then when other people, like tomorrow, when I've got another Christmas day and people are like, oh, have a mince pie, or I'll just have one, it's not going to hurt you. Have a chocolate, uncle, all these things. And I'm sitting there going, no, I'm all right, thanks. I'm all right. And then you're made to feel like something's fucking wrong with you. Hello, waving down into Instagram. It's nothing wrong with you. It's just other people's perspective. And if you want to be good, if you want to give up the booze, if you want to stop smoking, you've got to give yourself a fighting chance by getting accountability in a form of community, and being aware of your environment. Three really important things, because if you don't have those things, you're fucked. You're destined to fail. Some people might have even, I've done this, like, apart from a couple of years ago, the last few years, every single year I would have done the same. I would have gone, right, we're not going to drink in January. We're going to do dry January. And then what would have happened? Literally the day after New Year's Day and the pub would be open, your mate would be like, football's on, coming down. You go, yeah, yeah, but I'm not drinking. You'd be in there. You wouldn't have even got near the fucking bar before shots. Okay, bosh, away we go. If anyone can resonate with that, throw us up a comment, throw us up a like. And if you know people that really want to have some accountability and make some everlasting change in their life, when you're talking about these goals, these resolutions that we all kind of set, new year, new me, and it's like, really, you know that like 99% of people haven't even got an inkling or a clue. They plan to fail because they've not set up a plan to start with. Basically, to create new habits, you have to be aware of mindset and thinking and the language you use to yourself. Because if you say, well, I'm going to try and stop drinking, I'm going to try and stop smoking, trying ain't going to work. If you say, I have stopped, you know, got to use empowering language, not disempowering language, to actually drive you towards what you want to do and achieve in your lives. So what do I suggest? Well, I just done 10 weeks of a challenge, which, as far as the core of the challenge goes, failed it fucking miserably. And sorry about all the F-bombs tonight. Today I've been really pissed off and frustrated with myself because I've not managed to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to get that final progress pics out for the challenge that I did. I then wanted to, you know, have a nice day with my daughter, and I have had a lovely day with my daughter, and I wanted to get back. I wanted to get in the private community. And if you want to join this community, guys, I'm all about sharing resources, knowledge, and creating that community for you to thrive and win in your life with implementation and accountability with the right people. So if you're spiritual, if you're a coach, if you're a healer, if you're just starting to awaken and thinking, oh, some of this stuff happening in the world is all fucking bullshit, then okay, you'll be in the right place. So you can find it on Facebook by going to the Personal Freedom Movement. You can also just tap into any search bar, personalfreedom.terrylifestyle.com, and that'll take you straight to the group. I haven't even asked people to put in their email addresses or any silly questions to come in. Just get yourself in there, because I will engage with you guys, and then anybody who's in the group, in time I'll send you private messages, so make sure you look in your message requests occasionally. And then if I can share more resources with you, I'm going to then get your email. I'm going to invite you to private either masterminds or private calls, so it's not just streamed out to everywhere. And I'll get you what you need. Whether or not you say, oh, I've not tried this meditation or hypnosis stuff, and I'll say, cool, I'm happy to send you through an audio that I did when I first started working with people. And this is just going to give you the tool to basically just have relaxation, to stop thinking, focus on something else. All meditation is to focus on something, essentially. All hypnosis is going to the place of no thought, giving yourself a break, giving yourself permission to take a break from thinking and your lives. When you can go to that place of no thinking, you raise your vibration, you connect to yourself on a higher level, and it also gives you access to your subconscious supercomputer mind that is storing all of these pre-programmed stuff, ways that people have programmed you, inherited belief systems from family members, even traumas that you held on to from when being bullied or ostracized by other people. These are the ways we can step into our power super consciously, because consciously we're in the present moment. And when we're in the present moment, in the here and now, there are no monsters. Nothing can harm you. It's only when you start overthinking about future, past, you're starting to bring anxiety, depression, and these things into your life. So it's really important. So anybody that wants to step up and level up in life, and to know more skills, tools, tricks that they can then use and share, like how to breathe properly, how to do some different holistic kind of practices. And this is what I'm going to share with you guys this week, essentially, but only if you come and join the Personal Freedom Movement. Get yourself in there. Even if you just want to try this stuff on, it might not be for you, but it is for everybody, I promise you. So I need your help, and you actually need to start with helping yourself. because if you're anything like me, I spent my whole life up to 4 years ago wanting mentorship, wanting help, thinking poor me, victim mentality, because I'd just been a product of being trapped within a paradigm, a universe where we've been programmed by victims of victims, and it's very negative out there, and the negative bias and negativity sells so much more. So now that I'm in a space where I'm, you know, very, 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 very into my spirituality, which just means that can't be portrayed with words. I'm completely open about talking about religious systems, creation myths, and all these things all comes down to one thing, and that's about us thriving as human beings. So my mission, there's basically I got free bus tickets for anybody that wants to join my bus ride of life, and I implore you to come on board and bring as many people as you can, because we need to re-educate ourselves, and we need to know that going within is where everything we want, our happiness lies there. And if we don't go within, we often go without. We've all been victims of trying to externalize our happiness and our self-worth. When you have basically got this level of awareness around how awesome you are just as you, and you can achieve the things you want, and actually look and change the perspective of, well, how am I going to do this? What does that look like when I'm there? Who does it affect? How do I, how do I feel when I'm there, and what am I doing, and who am I around? These kind of questions you can create with accountability, so that you can implement the things you want to change in your life. And that community is actually going to help you to plan, visualize, hold your hand sometimes if you're having a bad day and someone's going to turn around and say something like, watch the language you're using. It might be limiting language. So it's so important. But also, one of the most important things I did before my 10-week challenge, and this is what I'm going to do now as well, and I'd like to take people on this journey with me, so go and join the personal freedom movement, or just tap in personalfreedom.terrylifestyle.com, and you can join the free Facebook community. We'll hook up in there, and then there'll be things we can do to meet up in other places, like on Zoom calls or on a private call, possibly, if that's what you want. No problem. But by actually identifying, where am I going to fall down? So I was very, very mindful. I'm 40 years young. I'm at level 40, and I knew that if I had an injury, that was the one thing that was going to stop me from doing my fitness goals. So I started slow. I had the long symptoms of the cold for fucking ages, for like 9 weeks, which is bloody redonkulous. And then I shook it off with some garlic and other naturopath kind of stuff, like natural and antibiotics, that kind of thing, not the stuff that's like given over the counter. But if I needed to, I would have gone down that route. Don't get me wrong, there's a great place for medicine. I think laughter and chilled, happy vibes is the best medicine. But if you are on any medication, I'm not a doctor, so please continue to take your medicine, okay? See what I did? No. But on a serious note, if you want to achieve what you want to achieve, so it might be that you want to stop smoking, you want to start you want to start drinking less, or you want to lose some weight. It might be that there might be some goals to do with working goals, or something you want to do around the house, but you still need to be pretty clear about what it is you want to get to, where it is you want to get to, why. And then when you're there, visualization techniques and relaxation. Honestly, I achieved so much within the first 6 weeks. Like lost 5 kilos on a diet, and I was mainly just drinking water, and I was eating clean. I wasn't being perfect. I was having the odd day off. One thing I've really learned from doing that is I have a problem with chocolate biscuits. I really do. I'm a Pringle boy. I can't just have one chocolate biscuit. I'm eating all of the bloody chocolate biscuits. Serious. It's a serious problem for me. I'm going to take a screenshot of that because that looks really cool. Serious. Oh, he's only gone and turned it off. I don't know. I'm back. There we go. Okay. I just tried to do something clever and I ballsed it up. There we go. It's all right. It looked really cool, so I just wanted to take a screenshot of it. Ballsed up the live. Never mind. So really, really important message today. If you are going to start tomorrow, because it's Monday, It might be that you're starting Tuesday, because that when it's sort of like everything falls back into being like a normal week again. And then with everything going on around us at the world, some people are actually at home, some people are staying at home for a bit, some people aren't working that much anymore, being affected by certain guidelines, should we say, bullshit. So there are things that I'm setting up. I'm set up. Well, I've actually set up, but I'm not actually launched yet, so that we can get the right information and be talking to the right people. So, if you like anything I've been saying, my pedigree chums, on all these different channels, throw us up a comment, reach out to me, like it, share it, because so many people are going to fail their goals and their New Year's resolutions because of something really, really simple. And that is get some community and accountability. Hello, Ben. Yes, I remember you. How's your dog? So get yourself, and I'm sorry, young man, if you're listening, because I'm going to be swearing, but you probably heard it all before. So his friend of my nephew's has just said, hello, do you remember me, uncle? Community, environment, accountability are the things that are going to really make you visualize what you want to do, allow you to plan for it. And also, the most important thing, where are you going to fail? What's going to get in your way? Like with me doing a fitness thing, was it going to be going to birthday parties, Christmas parties, drinking alcohol? You know, there's a few times within those 75 days, there are a few days that I had alcohol, not anything like I used to. I used to like drink 10 pints like most nights. Now, the thought of doing that scares the fucking shit out of me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I like my water too much. And I know what's in beer, water, and I know that our bodies are made up of like nearly 80% of it. Well, 75%, our brains more probably 80 plus. Booze, blues, all these things, lack of clarity. I don't want to feel that way anymore. Never, I don't want to feel that way. It's down to me and nobody else to make that crap happen in my life. So you want to feel the way you want to feel, you're going to have to take the right steps to actually feel that way. And that is going to take a little bit of being honest, taking some uncomfortable action, getting yourself around the same people that want the same things as you. So why didn't you be like, oh, okay, I'm going to join a club and we're all going to do this in January? Or maybe if it was, say, something to do with like business and wanting to learn new stuff, get yourself in a community of like minds that want to help and support one another. Because did you know that when you teach stuff out or when you share stuff with people, it actually makes it like 10 times more powerful? If you want things in the universe, you've got to put your energy and your focus towards them so that they can come towards you. However, when you are giving and when you're giving value to other people, what comes back to you tenfold is what you want. But how can it come back to you if you don't know what it is you want? If you're not clear around it. So I'm walking with the dog and I've got a twisted knee right now, and I've got to be so careful, because if I do like the wrong twist, the wrong move, forget and lean on my knee, it's gonna set me back to the point where I'm not actually be able to walk very well. So I know I need to go to the doctors. They're going to talk to me about all this other stuff going on, and I'm going to be like, no, thank you, I'm good. I'm good, but I would like a consultant because I need to have a look at my knee, because at my age, to have a popping and cracking knee, I know I'm in serious Barney here. Barney rubble, which means trouble. Ah. So I'm mindful about even what I'm doing now. I'm riding the bike. 2 weeks before the end of my challenge, I'd kind of almost stuck away from doing some of the stuff, and I had a bit of a wobble, and the family were not very well, and they were starting to worry about stuff, and that started affecting me. So I kind of went a bit with inwards. It was good. I had my girlfriend was really, really cool, and she was like supporting and stuff like that. Hi Fiona, thanks for jumping on. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, it was swimming where I twisted my knee. So now I'm going swimming, but I'm being careful. Yeah, it's just the movement is twisted. So, but yeah, it is good, and I am doing the swimming. I'm just very mindful to go easy, steady, boys. I wanted to basically, I knew that, right, I'd shredded down, I'd lost 5 kilos on my fitness journey within the first kind of like few weeks. And then I need to maintain it, because when you maintain, you need to create like a new set point. Because otherwise, what happens is you're just in stop your diet if this is what you're going to do for your New Year's resolution, you'll stop your diet after losing a couple of kilos or a few pounds. You'll go, oh, I've been really, really good. Cool. And then it's all going to come straight back on again. So I knew, but like, say, a couple of days being like, fuck, I haven't drunk enough water. And then having like an Indian meal. And then having like bacon sandwich the next day. The next morning, I would have put on like 1.5 kilos. And I know from doing fitness training of the last few years and doing challenges and boot camps, you can actually give yourself a full body swing of between 0.5 and 1.5 kilos purely for what you've ate one day, whether it's like heavy starchy carbs, if you drunk enough water, and if you've done like HIIT workouts. Because if you do a HIIT workout, your actually body's still going to be burning fat for like hours afterwards, rather than just doing a brisk walk. Oh, bless you. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Fee's a good friend of mine. Fee's from across, you're not even across the pond, are you? You're like, Struth, mate. Fee is a very close friend of mine. She's a holistic healer and does spinal flow. So look that up. She is awesome. We do a bit of work together online, as well as just being generally fucking awesome, girl. And we support each other. We're an 11-hour time difference. And so my Fee's 11 hours in front of me. My girlfriend's 6 hours behind. So sometimes I'm up at like stupid o'clock in the morning or communicating with people. But that's how I roll. I actually help and run a team of global internet marketers that do direct sales in the health and wellness space. So it's taken me a couple of, I love you too, sister. It's taken me a couple of years to stop preaching to the wrong people. And when people have like sort of dug me out or said things like, oh, you can't do that, or I don't like that, disagree with them, I actually fucking love people bringing that on now. It used to bother me as a hypo-empathic person, was unplugged from the matrix 4 years ago. It's taken me all this time to build the resilience up to go, fuck that shit, man. No, I'm not taking it. So actually, more people that want to hate on you and say, you've got a big nose, it looks like an arse. I said, I know. My nephews have been telling me for the past 13, 14 years. I know it's a big bulbous nose, and I know as I get older, it's just going to get bigger, and so are my ears. But I'm okay with it. Why? Because, well, fuck, I can't change it. You know, my teeth, got a little bit goofy teeth. That's fine. I could have my teeth done. My girlfriend and family go, oh, no, your teeth are all right. And I say, well, no, they have to change because they're going inwards more. The wisdom tooth is coming in this way, and the teeth are going that way. But if you build up resilience, you've got the right people around you. Like, for instance, dropping a few people when my gorgeous girlfriend posts, oh, we're in a relationship, and a couple of my mates are like, yo, you're punching. And I'm like, ha, 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 ha. You bye, motherfucker. Why? Why let other people make you feel bad? Why let people stop you from doing the things you want to do? Because environment and who you listen to is super, super important. So if you liked what I'm talking about, know this: Breaking Bad Love. That's my clubhouse room, Breaking Bad Love. With getting all confused now. With Terry James. There's also another club in there called Tell Bretsy, so people can jump onto these audio rooms and actually ask me questions or actually talk about some of this holistic stuff. I'd love to really go deep and dive and do meditations or a bit of talking to my friend here, Fiona, about what's going on in the world. About what we know, what we feel, what we believe, and what we need to throw out. Tell you what, Fee, you just being on has given me a whole new juvenation of like talking like we do when we were talking. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for jumping on. Love you, girl. So get into clubhouse rooms. There's more stuff as well. There's going to be some private subscriptions. How want some meditations with me? Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Private subscription channels and stuff, so we can actually talk freely. I actually want to have an open space for other people that I work with online as well to actually put their products and services, so more like-minded people can benefit through like an app or through a subscription channel, because we can't do it all on the subscription, on the platforms we've currently got at the moment, and some of those are kind of moving into subscription channels, but not quite yet. So the recap: the environment you're in and listening to other people is gonna fuck you up and hold you back. So for instance, if you wanted to stop drinking, better not go to darts or pool night then, because those buggers ain't gonna let you get away without getting out of your round. But also it's a highlight for you that, are you around the right people? If we're the average of the 5 people we hang around the most, wow, that's really scared me so much. So I actually, like, at one stage bought a van and thought I was just going to live in a field in it. Now I've got my pussycats around me. So I class those as being sentient beings. We've got the 5 cats, we've got the dog as well. Beautiful. And I'm in a position of some of the people that I hang around, I can literally step away from the idiots or just a different perspective from me. And that's fine because they're humans. They only know what they've been taught. And it's not for me to tell anyone if they're in the right space, if they're drawn towards me, that kind of thing. Then, yes, come on, bring it on. You know, we can bring it, we can bring it in. You know, we are human beings. We're not meant to be solos. We are meant to thrive together. So by looking at your life and the goals and the things that you want to achieve, if you can get a team of people around you that want the same things, you're at least going to hold you up, call you out on your bullshit, but not in a horrible way. It's fine if you give people license to call you out on your shit. Great. But you've got to have the tenacity and the resilience to be able to sort of suck that shit up and know, right, it's reframing it straight away to know that it's for your better good, so that you know it's for you and it's not happening to you, because otherwise you're stuck in victim mentality. Why are they picking on me? Why are they saying that? Oh, I'll just give in. I'll just, okay, I'll fuck it. I'll have a plate of food then, and I'll drink this shot. And it's like, if you don't want to do that, don't do it. If you can't not do that, then fucking change what you're doing, what you're thinking, the circle. So I really, really want to invite people, and we're going to wind this up now. If you want to hit your goals, if you want to hit your New Year's resolutions, you've got to get yourself into some bloody damn good accountability and be aware of your environment. So that's going to come with community, being around the right people that actually respect what you want, going to support you, and are going to basically fan your flames. If you like Will Smith, type into maybe Google search, or maybe would it be YouTube? Yes, have self-love, don't have self-hate. And that doesn't come within you, by the way. That comes externally from you, because if someone's like sort of stopping you, we're talking about having environment, getting around people that want to do the same things, are going to basically turn around and fan your flames. So I was going to say that go into YouTube and put in Will Smith, motivational speak, fan flames. If they're not fanning your flames, they're pissing on them. And if you don't have people in your corner, like, unfortunately, I feel, look, I'll be honest, I feel lonely a lot of the time. My biggest fear in life used to be that I was afraid of being on my own, dying on my own. Then I had my dog for so long, and he kept me accountable. He kept me really grounded, because there was like some seriously funky, weird shit going on, which you'll find out in books coming in the future. And there'd be times when probably I wouldn't even made it home. You know, not in a I'm out all night partying, but you know, talking, you know, serious like mortality kind of stuff. Kept me on the straight and narrow, kept me grateful. And I kind of knew that towards the end of his life, there was some serious changes I need to make. And he helped set me up in the environment, because if I hadn't have had him, I wouldn't have been welcome where I was staying. And that's always happened with animals. So more animals have around me, the better. I get more options of places that want me. If they don't want me, they want other people. Be really mindful of the language that we use, and the language we use to ourselves. Get some good accountability, good community people, and change up some of those people in your sphere of influence, because if they're not fanning your flames, then they are pissing on them. So get those things. You can get those things from personalfreedom.terrylifestyle.com. So wherever you're watching it in from, please, please, please throw us in where you're from. Give us your name, because it'd be great to connect with you. If there's something you liked, something you loved, maybe there's something you didn't like what I said. Maybe you think my nose is too big and my hat's crazy. Brilliant. Tell me, because then I'm going to have a little exchange with you, get to know you a bit better. And that's cool. And I can take it. I've been literally a human pin cushion and a punch bag my whole life. And now us people that are standing firmly in the light, that are basically not sitting down still, that are going to keep spreading our message, pushing positive vibes and energy out into the universe so that other people can thrive with it too. It just makes me look super pommy, the hat. Cheers, mate. Love it. You can achieve anything you want in life, but you are going to need to let go of some shit that's holding you back. And that comes in the form of people. So please, I applaud you. New year, new you. Help me get this message out to people that are going to need it, that need a bit of support. And whether it's not, they just go onto my page. It's free. I'm not asking for anything in return. In time, if people want to get closer, then there has to be a fair exchange of value, you know. So whatever that might be moving forward, but get yourself in the personal freedom movement on Facebook, whether you're down here in clubhouse rooms, whether you're on your Instagram, you're in there, you're on Instagram anyway, and you can like some of my stuff and see my journey. It's a genuine journey. I'm not very well polished, and I've certainly not guru in anything, but I will tell you the ugly truths that most people won't fucking tell you. I will tell you honestly about shit that goes on in my life. And yes, I've had to rein some of it in sometimes because Facebook doesn't like certain things. But I'm finding more people that I can talk to about the things that mean a lot to me. And my mission is to get as many of people's asses on this planet involved in holistic, healthy mindset and well-being, getting fit and healthy. And that starts with your mind first. And stepping into their power, stepping into making money online, or promoting a product or service, or just promoting yourself. You know, whether it's you need to find some new people, a new sphere of influence, more people that you can meet when you go abroad. I've always been a traveler. I've always been someone that's worked in different places, like different pubs, or come from different experiences. And I know now why that is. And that's because my attention span isn't that great. I want to master something quickly and then move on and teach it to the next person. I also like to keep life as young and light and playful as possible. So I am Peter Pan. Like my dad used to say, I am a Peter Pan. Thank you very much. I'm going to just thrown in replay. That's cool. I'm not sure if it's a replay yet, but thank you very much for doing it. There is so much beautiful, wonderful things out there. Yes, okay, we might live in a hell on earth, but if your perspective is shining towards the brightness of everything that's happening around us, and it's happening for us, not to us, now doesn't that change the perspective of life? We're here for a short period of time, like a grain of sand on the beach. Literally, the universe is infinite, and everything in possibilities and the opportunities for you are infinite, because we're energy beings, and everything is energy in exchange of energy of value. So throw us up. Who are you? Hello. What did you like? What did you hate? If you're watching this on a replay, please put in replay as well. Just jumped on. Thank you very much there. I can't see who it is that's but when I get off this and I go and have a look on my Facebook on my phone, I'll be able to see who you are actually within wherever you are, because you could actually be in the personal freedom movement watching this. You could be in with the inner would it be the inner circle, which is a private, used to be over a year ago, it was a private Facebook group. I only ever had like 15 people in, and I did private meditations in there. Some of my earliest videos are in there, and it was essentially a subscription channel. So it makes me laugh now when people, the gurus, are on it going, you need to create reoccurring income, monthly clubs and things like that, so that you can charge less people, well, charge more people less money, so that then more people can afford it, and that kind of thing. So that's cool. Already in, that's where you're looking from. But also you've got the Terry James fan business page, because that's the one that doesn't have only 5,000 people in it. So that's the one I run adverts to for my online marketing business. Then of course there's my personal page, which can only have 5,000 people in, so constantly having to go in, take people out that I'm engaging, and then people can follow that. That is the most personal. Instagram just died on me. Oh, sorry, Instagram. Make sure your phone's plugged in with plenty of battery, people, before you go live on multiple channels on multiple phones. It's really, really important, because otherwise it fucking dies on you. Sorry, Fee, I've gone Australian again there, mate. So it's nearly 11 o'clock at night, so really I should start winding down. I've only eaten a banana today because I wanted to be good, because I was naughty yesterday. But what I did do on my naughty day, I was like, I'm going to make some nice 5% minced pork burger, because I didn't want to go down McDonald's or that kind of thing, especially what I've read recently about McDonald's. Yeah. So I made my own burgers, had some nice healthy brown rolls, made chips myself by chipping them myself and then slowly roasting those bad boys. Nice, you can use fry light, you can like avocado oil. I quite like a little bit of coconut oil myself, actually. It's not only good for the skin, which I wouldn't use on my skin because I've got Kangen's waters. My bad boy. So what is it? If you've listened to this and it's been 45 minutes and I love you and I respect you, thank you so much. Chuck in the comments. Let's get some engagement going. You never know, you might meet someone that's going to be like a soulmate to you in the comments. Someone that's going to hold your hand and say, I want to do those things too. Tell you what, why don't we plan that together? Why don't we collaborate together? Someone could be healing. I've just done angel cards with my daughter today. She's 11 years old and she's into crystals and stuff. And I was like, hallelujah, I've got something in common with my daughter that I know about and I'm passionate about and I can talk about fucking forever. So I know that you can, Macas. So I know that with communicating and putting yourself out there, you then create opportunities and ripples throughout life, the universe, the planet, whatever the paradigm that you live in. But we are all as one. We are here to thrive, not just survive. I believe that we need to go within more, or we do go without emotionally. We need to be aware of our emotions and where those emotions come from, because all emotions are is energy in motions, and emotions are record memories of the past. Thank you very much, Joey Dispenza. Might have to cut that out and put it somewhere. So there's a hell of a lot that you can learn, but we only just do a little by little. Collaboration is the new kind of debunks competition, because by collaborating on social media, you're just basically going to share value. You're going to actually take yourself close to the people that you can help or rub shoulders with. And that's my point here, is about the more that people comment and get involved and engage and get involved with the things that they love and not be too shy or like a curtain twitcher just watching, the more opportunities are going to come your way. Because, for instance, you could be struggling with something and come out and turn around and say, oh, I felt like this. And someone like Fiona that's on here now watching, I'll get on a call with you after this straight away, by the way. I'll give you a quick tinkle because it's morning over there, isn't it? And as you can tell, I got a lot of energy because I was fucking pissed off earlier because I didn't manage to do the things I wanted to do. And all I wanted to do really was set up like a launch thing in my private group and actually do the last posting for the challenge that I did. And that's fine. I'll do it tomorrow now. And then I realized, okay, well, what's happened to me and how can I share this? What happened to me and what have I learned? Well, I fucking learned a long time ago that if you don't have the right people around you and if you don't have community and you don't be aware of your environment and what's going to hold you back in life, there's no way you're going to get the accountability you need to actually go out and do the shit you say you're going to do. And you're not going to implement it. So that being said, I love you. I love you all. Got to love yourselves. I believe we are here to be kind to one another and help each other. This is Helping Hands, and modern day entrepreneurship is all about people helping people, people sharing knowledge, people sharing and being supportive of one another. But unfortunately, if you're listening to this, you're pretty much semi in the right place already, because the wrong people probably wouldn't have been watching, right? Also, by people highlighting what they don't want, it actually takes you closer to what you do want. So real successful people will see the upside in everything, because there's no good or bad, light and dark, plus and negative in anything. It's all in everything. Everything is in perfect balance and harmony. That is the universe. That is why we are here. It's an absolute bloody miracle that we're here. And we're not here for a long time. We're here for fucking best of times and to experience what we can. But unfortunately, through societal control and conditioning, we are shit human beings. We're not being enough. You know, a lot of people feel quite lonely. People are lonely in their thoughts, people's own thoughts. I was, and to coin the phrase of a mentor of mine, Adrian Wesley, best clinical hypnotherapist on the planet. I've learned a lot from him and privately been tutored and mentored by him for over 2 years. He says basically that we are pretty much the abusers and the victims of ourselves through our thinking, through the way we talk to one another. So that's fucking sad, isn't it? Isn't that sad? that we experience conditional love from ever we've grown up, because we would have been kinesthetically wise, which means emotional, vibrationally, and energetically wise. We'd be picking up on things when we're babies, 2, 3 years old. And then as we're trying to communicate, and a lot of the time we're communicating just with noises, sounds, and facial expressions, right? Because 90% of communication isn't verbal, it's kinesthetics, it's through the emotional body language, through the energy transfer, all we're giving off. 10% is language. 10% that we use is really disempowering language, saying, I'm trying to do this, it's not my fault. Victims, 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 victims. But we've all been programmed that way since we were a young age, to be like, I told you to be quiet, but I wanted to please you. Saying, no, I'm fine. I've told you I'm fine. Now, trust it. Okay. So you're there going, burying that trauma and emotion deep in your belly, and it never gets let out until you like lose so much fat, like I did, and you're doing breath work, and you actually realize that these triggers come up, and you're like, oh God, why am I freaking out? And it's because something you need to deal with, something has to be worked through. We grow as we go. All these are really, really important things. So we then experience conditional love, because if we're getting things right, like a test or this kind of thing, if we're getting things right, we get rewarded, and if we don't get things right, we get punished. So we need to start with ourselves. The communication that we use with ourselves, we need to go within, or we're going to go without. Trying some things like relaxation. It doesn't have to be therapy. It doesn't have to be labeled that way. We're talking about trance. Oh, hypnotherapy. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't. Fuck me. I can't culture pisses me off. I can't culture. The words I can't was invented by fucking tools, to be honest. Absolute tools. Because anything is possible. And you can go from I can't to I'll try to I'm doing to I am getting better at. And all of a sudden, one small step, 1% increase every single day towards it is what you want to do. And in a whole year, wow, 365% increase in what you wanted to do. Mountains aren't climbed by people just go, oh, I want to climb a mountain and go and do it. Unless you're me, actually, because I did that in Spain. Boss. But normally you prepare for it. You've got accountability and training involved as well, and you've got milestones where you're going to go certain way. You're going to stop. You're going to fuel up, as in like get nourishing, nourishment and things like that. So how are we talking to ourselves? So when we're going on about bloody needing community accountability in the environment you're in, and that's what's going to hold you back. Not only with a goal is that going to hold you back, does it hold you back in your fucking life? Because if you've got good old Auntie Mildred is a miserable old cow and sits there, and we love Auntie Mildred, of course we do. But if she's a miserable old cow and turns and goes, you can't do that, and she's bitter and twisted and chewed up and spat out by the world, who's that serving? And what is she teaching other people? But also, you don't know what's happened to people. So if their eyes aren't open and they're not like in that giving, that receivership of love and giving of love, it's not their fault either. We all have the nargles. We all have shit that's buried, deep traumas inside of us. We all get triggered by things. Nobody's perfect. No one's trying to be perfect. But what we shouldn't be doing is trying to be anyone else either. Because every other fucker on the planet is taken. Their little spot, their whole niche is just being them. So people are worried about branding and got to be polished and got to be this and got to be that. Well, I heard something the other day for the first time and went, hang on, if you're just you, you don't need to have a branding or a niche of people that you want to be around. Just fucking do you, and the right people will stay around. And if the wrong people, the people that you used to hang around with, are the people that known you your whole lives, and they're there sniggering corners going, oh, they can't do that. I mean, this happens to me a lot. People don't know why I like and I love working down at the place I work at, the Tunbridge Wells Forum, grassroots venue. It's fucking awesome. Loads of big names before they're famous started there. And it's places like that is why up and coming bands and that get known, seen, and get to practice. So I like being there because I'm pretty cool and I've got some good vibes and I'm nice and I'm a carer of protector of people. And they have a fair exchange of value involved as well. But I kept thinking, why am I drawn here? Why is it? Is it because I want to help people with like sort of mental health and that kind of thing and do the charity-based stuff there, like I started, and that's how I first started doing stuff there? Is it because there's someone or some people there that need me and my vibes around to help them on their journey? Or is it because I see an opportunity, for instance, like me I DJ'd for many, many years. And a karaoke and a party DJ, that and a party DJ, car wash, 80s, that kind of thing. There's an opportunity there to do a night, like a club night for people, and people are like it. And I was like, well, why don't we do like a fancy dress and, you know, like a school disco thing? You know, I love being funny and silly. Fiona can attest to me. I am not half the time, I'm not even acting like myself because I shouldn't even be acting. I should just be myself because I'm not being myself, I'm acting. So why would I sit here and be like, oh, we need to do this and need to do that? If you ever see me reading notes and stuff, it is really unfluid. It's really unfluid. And I've actually sometimes when I've had to do like presentations and interviews with people and they said, oh, can you know, basically have this script ready? Then I've like read it out like with enthusiasm and this to people like my friend here, Fiona, and other people that I'm very close to, and I trust them to critique and give me good feedback. And they'd say, do you know what? I could tell when the bits when you were kind of like reading, and as I could tell the other bits when you were just going at it. And that's what I love about you. Whether it's they call me Bretsy or whether they call me Terry, that's what I love about you, Tel. That's what I love about you. It's the fact of you just fucking real and raw. So that's what we need more of. And fuck, you need to be more raw and more real as well. And if that involves saying no to some people occasionally and actually saying no rather than sitting there and being guilty. I spent some time with a close friend of mine. He's like a brother to me. And I was hearing some of the stuff he's going around. And I'm like, the guy hasn't changed in 20 years. And I was like, do you know what? This really isn't going to do me any favors sitting around him. And I'm telling me saying, oh, you should do this and you should do this. Because he's never going to listen to me. I'm the lad that used to sit there and smoke bongs with 20 odd years ago. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to listen to me. So I just went, So I quickly just got up and left. And he was so, I could tell physiology wise, and I could tell within his energy, he was kind of like, didn't want me to go and was like, and he probably thought in some way that I was there to help him, that I could save him. I could do something. But there's no helping anybody and there's no helping you unless you're going to help you, because I had to help me. Everyone else has had to help themselves at some point to get to where they want to be. Yes, okay, you can have community implementation. You can have coaches to help you. And that's you helping yourself. It really is. But it starts with a thought and it starts with that decision to do that. So make a decision, chuck in some likes, chuck in a share, someone else, tag your mate if you think they need to learn some of this stuff as well, right? Because it's free to the asking. And the first step is always the first fucking step. And that's the hardest step as well. But then if you've got accountability, if you've got a vision, if you've got an idea in your head of how bloody awesome and what it looks like when you get there and who's going to be with you on your way, if you actually identify what's going to stop you and you can let go of some of those people or those things or avoid them, get away from the obstacles before they come. Don't ruminate too much about all the things that could go wrong because you'd never actually make any moves, would you? But if you can say, like I did, going to that birthday party is going to be unwise. Going to my friend's Christmas party is going to be unwise because I'd have to stay over. It's that far away. They're going to say, come and have a drink. I don't want a drink. And then I have a drink. I'm just going to get shit-faced. Then I'm going to eat whatever I want. Then the next day I'm going to feel really bad. My mindset will be bad. I won't do lives. I won't show up for like coaching calls. I won't be there for people that need me. I might then be moody because I'll be disappointed with myself. I might then snap at the wrong person, and that might then affect other areas of my life. So what did I do? Sent them a card and good wishings and love and said, get you on the next one. It's fine. So we've almost been an hour, guys. I'm going to say goodbye to Clubhouse, and don't forget, come over, join the private group on Facebook, Personal Freedom Movement with Terry James. And for all other channels, you're very welcome to get involved as well. What are we going to be doing in this group? Well, I'm going to be doing some, live. Well, I don't want to do live meditations in the group. I want to actually arrange a Zoom call and then we do it live in there, because I'm quite particular about who I give that gift away to, actually. And because it's something that's very personal, that I want the right people to be involved in it. So I will do things like EFT and different like cold shower things and these little things which are giving value and what have you. I will do that, and that's the place for it. But that is certainly the place to connect more personally. So chuck us in the replay if you're watching this another time and reach out. Remember, our minds are always listening and taking orders from us. That our minds are basically a detective. And whatever you focus upon the most, your mind's going to go out and go and seek it. I want to show you this. My daughter gave me this. She know I liked my tiger's eye crystal, and she bought me a little tiger's eye. And I thought that was really cute of her. And because it's a flat one, I can hold that one on me. My other tiger's eye is like this big round thing. So take care of yourself, guys. Thank you very much for coming on. Happy New Year to you if it's the first time you've seen me since we've been on the Happy New Year. In regards to what I've been talking about today, I wouldn't have done any of those certificated courses and learning if it wasn't for the community, accountability, and the framework in which it was so that we could set ourselves up and create partnerships, people like being connected with like minds. That mean actually 5 people that I went and that I did that with, especially the NLP practitioners, 5 people that I did that with are like family to me. And yeah, okay, we might not talk all the time, but because we went through that experience and we did the reframing and we worked together, and actually I had a little group and there was 5 of us, and I practiced doing a lot of new meditations and reprogramming audios with them, and hypnosis stuff as well. And I give them the recordings. They gave me real confidence. They gave me some real good testimonies as well. I remember one lady basically said that I was an angel disguised as a man, and I loved that. And I was like, oh. And she actually, when I had my accident in Spain where I smashed all my face and my head in, she sent me a helmet, which is over there in the corner. Actually, she sent me a helmet saying, back a year ago, you helped me with my mind and you looked after my head. Now I'm looking after yours. And I thought that was awesome. And yeah, and a couple other people. If you're ever watching this stuff, you're going to know who you are. I won't shout you out, but yeah, it's very special people, and you always will be in my heart. So, gonna see you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. Thank you very much. Be good and get involved with those. Whatever challenge it is that you're having, reframe it. If you're finding it challenging, reframe it and keep small little steps so that you can actually crush the fucking challenge. Do it. Do it. One life, one chance. No dress rehearsals. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time and make the best of times. See you later. Noodles, you toodles. Ha! Said that the wrong way around. Toodles, you noodles. See you later. Catch you on another one.